Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video is another Madden 15 online ranked match. I'm not sure why I said Madden 15 because I wouldn't be playing any other version. So that was dumb. But I took the New Orleans Saints and my opponent took the Miami Dolphins. So a lot of respect to him for taking the Dolphins because they're definitely a team that is not commonly used online. I think it might be the first time I play them all year actually. Like, they have a good defense. Their offense is kind of in my opinion. So, yeah, that's kind of the turnoff for me is their offense. But he was a decent opponent. First drive, obviously, he came down running the ball down my throat right there. Kind of fortunate he didn't fumble with Tannehill, but he was just running like inside zone right there. He scores with inside zone all the way down the field. And I was pretty much daring him to do it because I didn't think he would do it. I didn't think he'd keep running it, but he did. So I'll have to adjust accordingly to that on my next drive. But right there, first play, I go ahead and start off the running game of my own with Mark Ingram. And if Jimmy could have just chipped that guy, I would have scored, but I ended up getting hawked down. But it's alright, because 2 plays later, I dropped back. I thought he was going to blitz, but he didn't. But he moved the safety out of the middle of the field. And I hit Colston over the middle on the post for a touchdown. Apparently he got in. Who am I to argue with the ref? So I'll take it. So he gets ball, and some awful users later, he gets all the way past the 50 with Jarvis Landry on the return. So, like, that sucked, but I'm pretty confident that I could slow down his offense at least, or make him do something else other than run inside zone. So right there you saw he goes inside zone, counter inside zone. 4th down, I sent an A-gap at him. He actually avoids the sack from Cam Jordan, but ends up making a bad throw. So fortunate for him that he avoided the sack, and then fortunate for me that he made a bad throw. So I got the ball, 2nd and 1, and I decided to take a shot because 1, he just turned the ball over, so he's probably kind of frustrated, and 2, it's 2nd and 1, so why not? And I go to Brandon Coleman, the most underrated receiver in Madden in my opinion. I'll probably say that in like every video. He's just so good for, like, he's like 66 overall or something like that, and he just plays like he's practically another Marcus Colston. He's like a Marcus Colston clone, except for he's 2 inches taller. He's 6'6", and it seems like he just catches everything. So, okay, I'm done fanboying over Brandon Coleman, but right there I ended up stopping him, 3 and out. Hit him with an A-gap on 3rd down again. And so he punted the ball. It was a nice punt. So I'm kind of backed up, but I'm moving down the field. And pretty much I just don't want to do anything stupid. I'm just trying to run the ball and establish the run. And right there I went ahead and took a shot because I probably got bored running the ball. So I don't know. But that's just what I like to do. But go back to the running game, and I've been making a lot of dumb mistakes in the red zone lately, throwing picks. And so I'm just like telling myself, like, Holden, just run the ball, don't do anything stupid. And sure enough, I must have got bored running the ball again. And I had Brandon Cooks wide open in the flat, but I tunneled on the slant super hard. Didn't think he would make a play on the ball. Honestly, I thought he would overrun it, but he proved me wrong. I mean, he proved me wrong. So he definitely won that play, made a nice play, was better than me. So give him his props, nice play. But the very next play, I was mad, so I was like, screw it, I'm sending an A-gap again. And I don't know if he wasn't expecting it or what, but he took the snap and backed up into the end zone and took a safety. So I went from like super mad at myself to still kind of mad at myself for making stupid mistakes, but I was in a better mood after the safety, if that makes sense. So I get the ball back, and I'm just trying to get down the field, taking advantage of one-on-ones. Brandon Coleman dropped it, but Jimmy didn't. And he's sitting in cover 3, so it's like, I mean, I could literally just take the one-on-ones all day. Right there, I went for the one-on-one, but Brent Grimes wasn't having none of that. So I switched Colston to the other side and abused the other corner. And so I got all the way down to the 1. Tried to punch in with Mark Ingram, but wasn't able to get in. So 2nd down, I thought he was going to run commit. He didn't, but he did run like a man blitz. And so Benjamin Watson got good separation on the corner route and was able to score. So I'm feeling super good, like up 16. I get the ball again since I scored with like 4 seconds left in the half. He hasn't like touched the ball since like the first quarter, but I'm not really scared of his offense at this point because I know he just wants to run the ball, and he's not really going to be able to do that very effectively for the rest of the game since he's in such a big hole. So I know he's going to have to do stuff that he's not really comfortable doing, which is passing the ball. And so I'm just coming out. I'm trying not to do anything stupid. Like, I don't want to do anything that can get him back in the game. So I'm just running the ball. He hasn't really shown that he can stop the run yet, mainly because he's calling like the same play every down, and he's not adjusting his defense at all. So I'm just pretty much coming out, reading like which side of the defense has the least amount of players and running according play, pretty much. And he was having trouble stopping that. Mainly because he was calling cover 3 like every play, and so he didn't have like linebackers shooting gaps or anything, so it made it really easy for me to just move the ball down the field. So right there, he finally got me to 3rd down, but I was able to pick it up with Mark Ingram, and then the very next play he like overloaded the right side, and I hit him with the counter for a touchdown. So at this point, I pretty much know the game's over. I took up the entire 3rd quarter, and I didn't even have chew clock on. I was just coming out, reading the defense, and calling the play. And that was something I learned from my last game. If you guys watched my last game, I turned chew clock on. I was up like 17, turned chew clock on, and started doing stupid stuff and let my opponent back in the game. And so this game, I learned from that and was trying not to make the same mistake, and luckily I didn't. So he gets the ball back, and he's kind of moving the ball down the field on me right there. Tannehill goes down and breaks his collarbone, so the golden boy Matt Moore comes in, and he's scrambling with Matt Moore, and he takes a shoulder to the sternum from Ronald Powell and fumbles the ball, but luckily he recovers it. So he's coming out, and like obviously at this point, like I'm like, okay, he's not even playing to win. He's running halfback draws and just scrambling around. So I'm letting him do that all day. I could really care less. And so he's just, I mean, I don't want to sound disrespectful right there. I dropped the pick. But if you're watching this game, like if you play online ranked and you're trying to climb the leaderboards, like this guy was like top 300 whenever I played him. He's a top 300 player, and obviously he hasn't been overly impressive. So just what I'm trying to say, it's not. I don't think it's difficult to get like top 1,000 on this game. Like if you just have a decent understanding of the game, I think you can easily get top 1,000. So don't be scared to like be like, oh dude, I'll never get top 1,000. Like there's 100,000 people ranked, I'll never be top 1%. Just like it's really not that difficult if you just put in the time and just play games, dude. Just play games. You'll get better. You'll get better over time. You'll get that valuable experience, and if you're smart about it, you'll definitely climb. And so right there, you saw he went QB sneak and kind of got unlucky, fumbled the ball, and I recovered. So that was the final straw. Good game to my opponent, though. Definitely a lot of respect to him for picking the Dolphins. Definitely an uncommon team. So until next time, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.